Hi guys, and welcome to fucking Jackass. Today we're gonna be talking about a very special subject, love. And I'll be your host, Dr. Love. So buckle in and let's see what's going on in your relationship, in your connection, sorry. You may not be in a relationship, you may be dating, you may be on and off, whatever it is. What's going on in your connection and what you can do to save it or to better it, or just some advice for how you can salvage your connection or make it stronger, better. So in my last video, I didn't tell you guys how you can pick a pile. We were choosing rooms, and this time we're gonna choose planets. I'm gonna put a picture so you can pause it and choose from the picture, but the way you choose is straighten your spine, breathe in and out really deeply, breathe as much as you can until you feel relaxed, and once you feel relaxed, you're gonna feel like a tug, a pull towards like one of these piles is gonna start to pulsate, like you're gonna feel very drawn to it. And yeah, breathe in, breathe out. Think about the person you are inquiring about. Think about the person in your connection, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, wife, husband, like whatever you want to call them, soulmate, twin flame, blah, 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 all of that shit. Think about them, visualize them in front of you, and look deep in their eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. Choose a planet. Without further ado, we can start with pile number 1. Pile number 1's symbol is the sun, but on the flip side, there's the moon. So right off the bat, I'm getting a very, very balanced relationship when it comes to the energies. I'm feeling like a good balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Or it may just be that you guys vibe with each other very well. You might be like a more traditional type of a relationship. So like the masculine has a certain type of roles, and the feminine has other type of roles in this relationship. On the bad side, this might be a relationship where the masculine dominates the feminine and is quite an aggressive and abusive relationship, or it might be a relationship where the feminine dominates the masculine, so the feminine side manipulates and tries to control, like she tries to play some type of games behind the scenes of this relationship. She just likes to control, manipulate, might be narcissistic and all of that. So yeah, we're gonna see your card. Your card is ebb and flow, and it's a card about letting things flow naturally and just going with the rhythm. So again, this, I feel like there's a good flow of the feminine and the masculine energy here. I just feel like you guys understand each other a lot, and like what your partner needs, and you try to give them that. Your partner knows what you need, and they try to give you that. So let's see. Pile number 1. What is going on in this relationship? Why are you here watching this video? What's going on? What's troubling you? What do you want to know? Pile number 1. What's going on? What's going on, pile number 1? What's going on? Okay. Pile number 1, what's going on? We have the Emperor, 7 of Cups, What's going on, pile number one? What's going on? What's going on? Okay. Right off the bat, I'm getting a feeling of insecure feminine energy. Like, I feel like one of you guys thinks that the other has a lot of choices and they see the other like end game, like the emperor, like literally they got it all, like the looks, the money, they're smart, they're everything. Like, why would they want to be with me? And I feel like, you know, that deep down, uh, you need to work a lot on yourself, and that's what's hindering this relationship. Yeah, one of you, the person that is insecure, I don't know why I say one of you, because there's probably like one person watching, but whatever. One person in this connection feels super insecure, and this is why they might shut off their heart and be a little colder and harsh towards the other person, because they feel like this other person has sorry, this other person has it all and they feel like they lack a lot, and they're kind of like in a state of regret, because they want to be like the other person, like they want to vibe with them, they want to be on the same level, but I don't know why this person thinks they're not. Like, you know, even if you don't have everything that the other person has, what's important is that you're aware of it and you're working on it. And you know, like, progress within oneself is something that takes a lot of time and reflection, and you just, yeah. And whenever you try to compare it with somebody else, you're hindering that progress. It just doesn't feel like one side, the person that is a little bit colder and harsher, feels like there's not a lot of balance in this connection. And for that, because they want to protect their heart, that's why they shut it off and they just become Queen of Swords. Yeah. Okay. So this side, the one that is a little bit colder and harsher towards the other, because I feel like you guys have a very good vibe together. Like, I'm seeing that when when you guys are together, everything is just so perfect and you're laughing and you're having fun, and like the masculine side is just enjoying this a lot. Like, I'm feeling it here. It just feels so good. You bring so much joy to this person, but you, on the flip side, like, yeah, you're laughing, you're like, not you, well, I don't know, the feminine side in this connection is like laughing and everything. Like, you know, she looks good, like she looks like she's happy, she's having fun, but deep down she's just so insecure and she's so afraid they're gonna lose this connection. But this connection is strong, like you guys are vibing together, like it's very good, very good. The feminine may be a very, of course, every feminine energy is like intuitive and all of that, but this person specifically, the feminine in this pile, is very intuitive. But I feel like they have maybe stepped out. I was gonna say stepped out of that game, because they are letting their mind take control, because they are so harsh and closing their heart out. It's like they're shutting a part of yourself. You know, when you want to have like psychic abilities and everything must be in balance, like your mind, your heart, and they need to be in balance so that you can clearly receive messages. This feminine energy, only the mind is working here, so you're cold and harsh and closed off, and you're just not able to receive any messages from the divine that want to guide you in this. And I feel like you're a very good person at heart. You know, it's okay to feel insecure, everybody has, but you need, if you do feel that way, you need to learn self-love. Yeah, this is a very, very strong connection. I feel like you guys might even be like, you know, divine counterparts. I don't know if it's okay to say that. Sometimes I talk about this like twin flames, divine counterparts, but don't get me wrong. I don't feel like there is one person for you and like, you know, that's going to be with you for the rest of your life. Like, they're your everything. Like, I feel like there's a lot of people and they're here to learn, to teach you something in life. And you are going to teach them something in life. And I feel like this is a very powerful connection. One of you guys is extremely energetic and the other person is a good manifestator, and relationships like that are fucking end game, baby. You might even want to start a business together. You might planning to to bring that love, that connection that you guys have here into the material world, like, you know, family, buying a home, like doing something together so that you can make money. It feels good. This is a good connection. Yeah, there's a lot of love here, a lot of love. So I don't even feel like this connection has any issues in itself. The only thing that I see here that's like a small thing that's setting things back in this connection is the divine feminine not feeling good enough. Like, you need to work on yourself, girl. I feel like maybe for a lot, sometimes, maybe most of the time, when the masculine he shows his emotions, I feel like the feminine is trying to fight off. Like, she's like, oh, like, he's like, oh baby, I love you so much, like, I just love you. And the feminine is like, oh my god, does he really love me? Is he trying to play me? Like, I don't know, does he really love me? Like, I don't know. And just her mind takes over, and it's not that good. You need to let your heart breathe a little bit so you can see a clearer picture in life. Or it might be that the feminine is trying to fight off the emotions she has for the masculine, and you know, it feels good, but she's like, is this really good? Is this just a trick? Like, is it gonna end tomorrow? Am I gonna end up being hurt? So she's like trying to fight off those emotions, but they are strong, powerful emotions. This is a very good connection. I'm loving this. Adopt me. What else? Is there something else with pile one? Yeah. Maybe the masculine is gonna come up with an offer of something stable, something long lasting. Like, he wants to build with you guys. I feel like you want to build with them too, but you're not that sure because you let your mind take over. So, you know, it's taking you down a dark path, and you're like, you just can't believe this is true. This is a fated connection. I feel like this definitely feels like a stronger connection. It's definitely not something, you know, easy breezy. It definitely feels like a stronger connection, like it's fated to be, babies. You gotta learn from each other. You gotta learn something. Yeah. So, feminine. Until I see that you want this guy, like, I know that you want him, but until you leave behind your anxieties, your worries, your feelings of not being good enough for this person, this marriage is never gonna happen. Like, you're never gonna have a stable future. All of those, like, things that when you don't feel good enough, a lot of the times you start feeling jealous, anxious, and that leads down many dark pathways. So please, even if you're not with this dude, it's very important to feel confidence. Like, there's only one of you, only one body like that, one mind like that, one heart like that, one soul like that. Okay, not one soul, but because every soul is the same. I don't know why I said that, but anyway, everything else, you're a unique individual. You need to own it. And plus, you're stuck with yourself. Like, if you don't like something about yourself, change it. Inner work is one of the hardest things you can do, but it's one of the most worthwhile things you can do for yourself and to yourself. No matter how you look like, no matter, you know, your achievements in life, no matter what you feel like, just remember that the material is not real. You need to remember that if you don't make yourself feel good, nobody else is gonna make you feel good. And usually relationships like this, you're not giving your enough to yourself, feminine. You're maybe giving too much to this person as a distraction from the inner work that you know you need to do. What was I gonna say? I forgot. Yeah, I was gonna say, even if you don't feel good about yourself and you meet like the most perfect partner ever, and they just want to love you forever and ever and ever, and they want to give you a Disney story in your life, you're not gonna feel good. And that's a fact. Unless you feel good within, with yourself, you feel comfortable, you love yourself, you're confident, you know you're the shit. Like, you don't have to be egoistical about it. Just know that you're worth it. Imagine that when you're talking to yourself and when you're having thoughts like, oh, like I'm fat, or like my body, blah blah blah, my look, my face, I don't even know, like I'm so stupid, I fucking whatever. Just imagine that you're talking to a best friend or somebody that you care for very much. Imagine that you're talking to this divine masculine. If he tells you shit like this, if he tells you like, oh, I'm not good enough, like I'm not smart enough, I'm not good looking, what would you tell them? And tell that to yourself. So that's it for this relationship. Let me see one more advice. Divine feminine radiance. Shine, baby. It's time for you to shine. You might need to spend some time outside. If you guys have a problem with being outside in the sun or just feeling the sun rays, this is a very strong indicator that you are afraid of something within yourself. So you might want to step outside and stay in the sun for a little bit. I feel like the sun's energy is gonna make you feel good. What else? Give me advice. Solitude. You can only handle this by yourself, nobody else. Of course, you can talk to your friends, to your family, and just, but of course, you know, all the time they're gonna be like, no, what are you talking about? You're so pretty, like, you're worth it. How can you think like that? It's good. Sometimes we need help like that, and it's good to know that there are people that care and love us. But at the end of the day, it's you, baby girl. Nobody else, just you. You are the one that's doing the tough work, and you are the one that's gonna pull yourself out of this. Okay, Divine Feminine, stay good. I love you, babies, and please remember, there's only one of you. Why spend your life hating yourself when you can love yourself and just make everything easier? It's easy to start hating yourself. You know, it starts like a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Like every day you start thinking some negative thoughts. It's the same if you want to feel good. It's literally the same. Every day you just start thinking a lot of positive thoughts more and more, and you're gonna feel better. I struggled with this a lot. So what I did was I did a lot of meditation and inner work, and I saw why and what happened in my life that made me feel like I'm worthless and I'm not worth of love, or, you know, made me feel ugly or not good enough. And I did a lot of meditation on self-love and on especially divine feminine energy. So you might want to pay more attention to cards like the Empress, Queen of Cups, the High Priestess, and you definitely want to pay attention to Venus and the Moon. Pray to the Moon every time it's full, or just every night when you see the Moon, just talk to her and just open up your heart and say whatever comes to mind to the Moon. And also you might want to draw the symbol Venus somewhere. You might want to take ritual baths with roses. Use salt. What else? If you got like a rose quartz or something, put that in a bath. Just put everything that makes you feel like feminine and like, you know, like girly and lovely and all of that. Like, you guys are gonna get good. I believe in you. You're gonna get good. Okay. Pile number two. Pile number two. Whoops. Whoopsie doopsie. Wait, let me clean. Let me do this real quick. I love the smell of this. Ice is so freaking addicting. This and sage or frankincense. I don't even know what it's called in English. Oh, it's like a drug. I love this. So good. Okay. Okay. Pile number two. Venus. But look at this. There's Mercury in the background. So right off the bat, this is a connection with deep, profound love, but overthinking. Overthinking. One person is way too critical of this relationship, and he's looking at it from a very analytic view. There's love. There's love. We're gonna see what's going on. Okay. Your card is harmony. So there might not be the most harmonious relationships. Like, I feel that like maybe there's some bickering and fighting here. I feel like that's the mercurial energy. Whoops. Venus is a planet that loves spirituality, love, art, luxury, beauty. Just Venus is love, that loves love, but it's also a very impactful teacher in our lives. Venus is a guru, and Mercury is the messenger from the gods. It's also a planet that deals with the way we communicate, so there might be some communication problems here. It's also a planet that deals with thinking. So like I said in the when I started talking, there might be some overthinking in this relationship. I feel like this is just a feeling that I'm getting, but I feel like this might be a very stagnant relationship, like slow going. I feel like one person maybe wants to take this to the next level, and the other person is overthinking this. Do I do it or do I not do it? Okay, let's see. Pile number 2, why are you here? What's bothering you? What do you need to know? What's going on in your relationship? Pile number 2, what's up? Okay. Pile number 2, what's going on? Talk to me, babies. Talk to me, babies. What's up? What's up? Ooh, okay. Now you said too much all at once. Wow. I cannot believe this. There is definitely harmony is not a part of this relationship. This is a relationship. It's very unbalanced. I feel like one person may be too giving and the other is not too giving, or I just get the feeling like one person thinks of this relationship like way more seriously than the other person does. It gives you a lot of happiness to you both. It does. It gives you a lot of happiness. Like emotionally, you feel so fulfilled. You feel happy with this person, but there's not enough communication. So I feel like one partner does not clearly communicate their emotions. They don't tell you. They don't say whichever partner it is, you the one that's watching or your partner, I don't fucking know. Somebody here is not communicating clearly what they want. They're just not saying anything. They're keeping to themselves. Even if it's a problem, like, you know, they're like, oh, I can take this on. It's nothing. Like, I don't want to talk about this. Okay. Pile number 2. What's up, guys? What's up? What's going on? Yeah. Okay. The reason that there's not enough communication is I feel like one person is so scared to let their guard down. I just got a feeling that there might be a lot of bickering, like small petty fights here, based on ego. Like, oh, you're not gonna tell me what to do. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Like, whatever you say, this other person opposes it. Yeah, there's like a lot of one person is very cutthroat. What's up, pile number 2? What's going on? What's up? What's going on? Pile number 2, what's up? What's up, pile number 2? Okay. I feel like one of these sides definitely wants to take this to the next level. Maybe just make it official. If you're dating them, you want them to be only yours. Maybe if you're already dating, you want to move in or have some babies or just marry and everything. But the other person that does not want this has some sort of a karmic cycle to end. They have some issues around relationships. There's a karmic lesson for them that they need to learn something here. It's not about you. It's more like this is on their personal level, I feel. I feel like maybe in the past, I feel like they have never taken any relationship seriously. I feel like every relationship they've ever been with has just been for fucking. Or, they have never taken anything seriously. I feel like this is the masculine side, and the feminine side wants to take this to the next level. I feel like there's a lot of emotional fulfillment. You guys feel very happy around each other, but you guys are just not on the same level right now. The masculine needs to heal from something. There's like a cycle of something that repeatedly has been happening in all of the relationships. Maybe it even has to do something with his family, the way he grew up. I feel like this is an old wound, and I feel like they feel chained to this, and because of this, it just like pulls them back. I feel like they don't know what to do. They wanna they wanna be a good person. They wanna be better, but they just don't know how to do it. They don't know how to continue from this wound. They wanna be good. They just don't know how to close this cycle. They don't know how to end it. I feel like this type of love is the only love they have ever known. So they don't know how to love in a different way. This person does not, definitely does not look, um how do I say this, they just don't see you in their future. I feel like they don't see this as anything, I'm sorry guys, they don't see this as anything serious, but it has nothing to do with you. You really make them happy. It's just that I don't think they have ever even thought about being in a committed relationship or just doing something serious with someone. They just have their guard up. They can't let anybody in. They're very closed off. They don't say anything. They don't say how they feel. They don't say anything. And you, on the other hand, I feel like you guys, like the feminine here, knows that this person is their person, or if they don't think they're the one, they feel very connected to them and they love them, and they just want this to go up to the next level. Okay, pile number 2, what's up? Whatever it is, like I feel this person that needs to leave this in the behind, in the past, sorry, in the behind. What did I just say? This person has trouble letting go. They have trouble letting go all the time. Whenever they try to let go of something, I feel like they're the type of person that doesn't give too much, and even if they give you like just a small bite, and then they're like, oh, look how much I have done for this person, like, oh, they should be so thankful, I gave them crumbs, they should fucking love that. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting from this person. So closed off, so closed off. And I feel like they keep looking back on everything that happened in their past relationships, maybe even the trauma from when they were young, and they just can't let it go. I feel like they have gotten to the point where they are completely numb to whatever happened to them. They just look back on the past. They don't feel anything. Like, they just look at it, and they know it's something very bad and something that caused them to feel extremely wounded, but they just don't know how to let it go. They don't know. This makes them feel very stuck. I definitely feel like this person does not even know how to continue from the cycle. They just don't know how. I feel like this might in the future, if your person heals, of course, because guys, no matter how much you love somebody, if they're like this, do you really need them? I don't think so. So I feel like if your person heals from whatever is bothering them, this is gonna be a very good union, a very good union. But because you guys make each other very happy, but until your person heals, because they're not even thinking about a new beginning with you. It doesn't even come to mind. I just feel like this person is very closed off, lives day by day, lives day for day. Sorry, they just don't look on the long term in relationships. let's see something else. Pile number 2. Tell me something else. What should the masculine do here? What should the masculine do? He is so closed off. What should the masculine do? What should the masculine do? What should the masculine do here? Pile number 2. What should they do? Yeah. They need to burn through everything that is tying them down. I feel like you have seen the potential in this person. You know their fire. They got a lot of it and you know it. Like, you know their ambition, you know their potential, their motivation, but they just need to burn through everything that happened to them. Okay, something else for the masculine. What's up with the masculine? Pending karma. You guys, if you have been doubting whether you should take a break from this person for a little while or just leave them alone for a little while so they sort their shit out, do it. Because it's not your fight. This is not your fight. This is something they need to handle on their own. And if you guys, I feel like you're gonna get hurt if you try to keep pushing this, because I feel like you want to push it. You're not that pushy, of course. You're not like, oh, let's get married. You're not pushing them. I feel like you're very you think about other people a lot, and I feel like you are very careful of how you're gonna make them feel. I feel like this person, the masculine, it just feels like sometimes they have like some small outbursts which are maybe a little bit scary. Like, you know, you can be talking and out of nowhere they just go like they just snap. And you know, because of this, I feel like you are trying so hard not to, like, you're walking on eggshells. You don't want to say something to set them off. Feminine, you need to I feel like you just need to breathe from this relationship a little bit. I feel like you're thinking about this a lot, and you're praying with your whole heart that it's gonna come true, like this wish is gonna come true, but your masculine is not giving the same energy back. They're stagnant. They're stuck in one place. They're stuck in their own karma. There's something they need to work through. Okay, give me advice for the feminine. Advice for the feminine. Advice for the feminine. Let me have some water. Advice for the feminine. Like I said, if you guys have come to this video doubting whether you should take a break or not, just let it break down. If you feel like, you know, this relationship is falling off its tracks, and if you feel like it's about to, everything is gonna break down and it's gonna go to shit, just let it go to shit. And that's when you're gonna start healing. Because I feel like whoops, you guys have you have had a lot of heartache around this relationship, and of course you want to move on from it. Who wouldn't? But I feel like because you keep delaying this to go to shit, you're the only one that's pushing, and it's causing you so much harm, but you don't want to give it up. So you keep pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's making you hurt more and more and more. And you know that the end here is inevitable. Like, you know they're not gonna change, at least not anytime soon. So guys, I'm talking about maybe a possible breakup and moving on. If you're doubting that, I feel like, you know, I'm not saying that this person is never gonna change or whatever. Maybe just now is not the time, because they're not ready to give. They're so closed off. They're closed off. They're not thinking about the future, and you're trying to push this. Ask yourself, am I really gonna be happy if I build something with somebody knowing that they don't want the same thing with me, am I really gonna be happy? Ask yourself that, guys. You need to find a person that's on the same level as you, that's ready to commit, ready to give you what you need and what you want, and you're just on the same frequency. This person is not in the same frequency as you. Okay, give me one more card. Yeah, even if somehow you guys were to start off something that's like, stable, you will think it's stable. It will not be really stable. I feel like you're not gonna be happy with it. Like maybe like, yes, they're gonna say, let's move in, let's get married, let's have babies, but it's not gonna be stable. There's gonna be rockets flying all over the place. Okay, let's get some advice. Get some advice for this deck. Get some advice for this deck. Pile number 2, what's your advice? What do you need to do about this? What do you need to do about this, pile number 2? What do you need to do about this? What do you need to do about this, pile number 2? What do you need to do about this? Okay. Okay, so 3 cards fell out. Usually I do like to. It doesn't matter. I don't even know why I'm saying this. It doesn't matter. First card is stillness. Like I said, you need to breathe. You need to chill out a little bit. Spend time with with yourself. Reflect on this relationship. Where am I getting this accent from? I don't even know, guys. Relationship. Reflect on it. See what's up. Is this good for me? Is it not? What am I lacking? What are they lacking? Is this really what I want? Just stay still for a little while. I feel like you need to get away from this person, at least for a little while, so you can figure out what's going on inside your head and your heart, because this causes you pain, feminine. I feel like there are outbursts and the petty arguments and the fighting and whatever. There might be like, yeah, petty arguments and fighting, like a lot of ego trips on their side. That's what I feel. And you're ready, like you're open towards them, and you give them support and love all the time, and they just take it and throw it back in your face. Like they still got these heavy ego trips, and they always, like, they want to fight, they want to bicker. I feel like their outbursts are causing a lot of chaos in your life. And I feel like this might even reflect on everything else, like your job, school, whatever it is that you're doing, your friendships, life at home. Like you may not be as outgoing as you once were. You may not be enjoying your hobbies that you once did. Like you may not be doing things that make you happy. I feel like you're wrapped up in this person's emotions and his problems, and I feel like you're trying to solve them for him, and you can't. He needs to solve them on his own. First of all, because it's his karma, and second of all, because you ain't got no business helping somebody else to do this. Everybody goes through shit alone. Like you, if he wants to be good, if he wants to be better, of course you will help him, but only when he asks you. But do not try and help somebody who doesn't want your help, who only rejects you and hurts you. Do not do that. Once you lay low for a while, once you chill out, I feel like you already know what's up. You already know what you want to do, and I feel like maybe you're scared. You're like, oh, but maybe we can make it work. Maybe it's gonna be like this, like that, whatever it is. I feel like you already deep down, you know what's up, and you know whether this is gonna work or not. You know what's up with this relationship. And I feel like once you lay low, once you step aside from their outbursts and their chaotic energy, I feel like you are gonna step into action. You're gonna take a lot of action towards this relationship. Whether you give them an ultimatum and be like, hey, this is it, like, I want kids, I don't want none of this bullshit. What the fuck do you think? You want to date until we're 30? I want a family. Like, I want a stable home. I wanna grow old with somebody. So give them an ultimatum. You love me or not? Do you want to be with me? Because this is what I want, and I won't settle for less. You know what you need to do. You're either going to give them an ultimatum, maybe you're going to break it up, whatever it is. I feel like you already know. Okay, That's it, pile number 2. Thank you for listening. I hope you guys figured this out. If not, you know, fuck it. Life goes on. Pile number 2. Let me have some coffee. Oh, sorry, I said pile number 2. I meant pile number 3. Pile number 3. Okay. Your planet is Jupiter. But on the flip side, there's Saturn. Okay? So right off the bat, I feel like maybe this is a relationship of two extremely opposing characters. One of you may be cheerful, joyful, you want to party, you want to hang out, you want to meet people, you're an extrovert, you want to go places, you want to see everything. And the other person is more like they want to stay at home. They're introverted. They don't want to meet a lot of people. They might be even annoyed by people. They might say shit like, oh, I hate people. I hate going out. I hate crowds and all of that. They might be the type of person that's buried way too deep in their work. So they don't have a lot of time for joy. But I feel like you guys balance this out. Like, you make Jupiter makes Saturn go out more. And Saturn makes Jupiter not let their head in the clouds, stay in the clouds for way too long, and tries to focus them on building something, on building a stronger future. Jupiter is the biggest guru of our planets, and it's the planet of expansion, spirituality, luck, service of people. Well, Saturn is the planet that deals our karma and dharma. So whatever you do, good or bad, Saturn is just gonna give it back at you, especially when you're 30. So guys, be good, help people, love people, if you don't want to get fucked in the ass when you're 30 with a cactus. Okay? Also, Saturn is the planet of construction. It's a rigid planet, a very serious planet. It's the planet of structure, the planet of, you know, those traditional archetypes of a father, a very strict planet. But Saturn gives us the most valuable lessons, in my opinion. Saturn, yes, he will drag you through hell, but what you will realize while you're going through that hell is that you created it yourself. It wasn't there. You made it, and now you're going through it because you made it. Okay. Your card, Vigilance, Stone People. I feel like this is a connection that feels it's deeply rooted in the ground. It's very strong, or it might be a connection where one of you guys, one of the partners, wants the other partner to loosen up a little bit and to not be cold as a stone, literally. There might be one partner that's that doesn't want to talk much, doesn't want to show much. It feels like you must make them talk to you. I feel like maybe one side is very romantic and the other side is not, and the side that's romantic constantly is looking for validation from this other side, because this other side doesn't give a lot of compliments and things like that. I don't know why I'm getting this, but we're gonna see this is what I'm getting right off the bat. Like, one side is looking for constant validation from the other side. Okay, let's see. Pile number 3. What's up? What it do? What's up, pile number 3? Why are you here? What's going on in this connection? What's up? What's going on? What's going on, pile number 3? What's going on? What's going on, pile number 3? Yeah, as I'm shuffling these cards, I'm just getting like feelings that one of the people here has a lot of childhood traumas around not being praised by their parents not giving them enough attention, feeling alone when they were younger, feeling like nobody appreciates their work or whatever you do. So it just feels like they're constantly seeking validation from this other person. Yeah, exactly. Okay, one of the partners here is a very stern and rigid person. Like, I don't know, it just feels like they're very closed off and cold. Like, they're very critical. They're very critical. They have very high standards. You know, they're the type of person to, like, I don't know, you tell them, "Whoa, I won the lotto. I won like $100," and they're like, "Just 100?" Like, that's nothing. It just feels like a person that has very high standards and they're very closed off. I feel like they have a lot of love for you. I feel like they see you like you're um this is so cute. I feel like they have the need to protect you. Like, they see the child inside of you, but the other person here, whoever it is, because I don't know, the other person constantly seeks for validation from this person, and they're constantly looking up to them. If I do this, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna do? Are they gonna appreciate this or not? Yeah. The person that constantly is seeking for validation, I feel like this might even tire their relationship out. I feel like the masculine is noticing this, or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. About pile 1 and 2, I was sure um who was the masculine, who was the feminine, like what issues they had. But here it just feels like it might be on both sides. I don't know, like either the feminine is looking for validation or the masculine. It doesn't matter. One side um is annoyed by the other side that's looking for validation constantly, because I feel like they notice this and they're a little bit annoyed because it feels like, you know, they want to protect you, they love you, but it feels like you're not mature enough for them. Like, let's play a game. Pile number 3. Notice the difference in this picture. What is different? What is missing, huh? I don't even know why I did that. I'm a goddamn idiot. And because I am a goddamn idiot, I forgot to put my phone on charge and it turned off. And coincidentally, around the same time, the old candle went out. So is that a coincidence? I don't think it is. Anyway, I remember where we stopped. I mean, I rewatched the video because, like I said, my memory is shit. So now I remember. Yeah. We were talking about one person here feeling like the other person is not mature, the one that is seeking validation. Like, they can see right through them and they know where this is coming from, and like they hope this person matures a little bit, because I feel like the feminine energy is very uninvolved, so it might act like a child at times. It's I'm just getting a lot of uninvolved energy around the feminine, seeking for validation and constantly being like, "Oh, am I pretty? Look at my hair. Is it good?" Like, whatever they do in life, they always care about what the masculine thinks. It feels like half of the things that they're doing are doing for the masculine, not for themselves. Like, what are they gonna think? They're gonna like this or not? Like, that's the type of energy I'm getting here from the feminine. Let's see. Number 3. What's up, guys? Number 3. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Number 3. Tell me something more. What's up? What's going on here? Why are you watching this video? What's going on here? What's going on? Call number 3. Okay. Call number 3. The masculine sees you as something very, very innocent. I just have I'm sorry for saying this, but I just have this vibe that the feminine here is pure. Like, they got a pure heart. They would never hurt anybody. They would never lie, manipulate, or do something like that. Like, they would never do something to hurt somebody else, but it just feels like a very bimbo type of vibe. I'm sorry, like I don't even know how you guys would classify bimbo, but I'm talking about a person that's like a little bit acting like an airhead. They're not an airhead, like they're very smart, they're very capable, they are very capable of holding their own ground. It's just that they choose to be like this, look at me, like, you know, that type of vibe, like, wow, like, look at what all I'm doing, like, do you like this, like, it's not that they show off, because they don't, but they constantly need you to tell them that you like them, you love them, or that whatever they're doing is like the best thing in the whole wide world. Okay, I feel like for the feminine, this type of energy is coming from their home. I feel like maybe when they were young, their parents didn't give them enough attention, or it felt like they didn't give them enough attention, or their parents were constantly working or busy with something. So it just feels like this constant need to fill a void that was left from home life. It feels like, you know, when people, you know, when you're a child and if you don't receive something that you need from your parent, you constantly search for it in another partner. This usually always shows up in like relationships that are codependent, and I'm getting a feeling like of a strong fear of abandonment. The feminine, it feels like it pleases a lot, like it will do anything it can to please the masculine so that the masculine doesn't leave her. But it feels like the masculine is very protective of her. And, you know, they also, they want this to work. They want this to work. What else, pile number 3? What else, pile number 3? What else, pile number 3? Tell me something else. Give me something else. What else, pile number 3? Give me something else. Okay. The feminine here is definitely trying to balance out their emotions. I feel like they always put on this, I'm always happy, life is good, I'm so good, like everything is good. They may act like this all the time, but I feel like the masculine notices that there's something wrong with them. Not like, you know, something wrong with them, but something wrong, like that, something that's bothering them. He notices this. And I feel like the feminine is trying to balance out their heaviness all the time. I feel like sometimes it can overtake them, but they are trying to hang in there. They're trying to play it off like this is nothing, like, you know, like it's nothing, like don't worry, like I'm good, I'm fine, like don't worry. They just don't want to say anything out of fear. I feel like the feminine has a fear of not appearing perfect. They have a fear of not seeming like they got it all together. Okay. There's something about starting a more stable new beginning in this relationship, like maybe marriage, babies, moving in together, something like that. But I feel like the feminine is postponing this and holding it off. Like the feminine isn't attracting this type of energy in the relationship out of fear that once this happens, it's not gonna be all lovey-dovey and everything. Like they feel like they might get stuck in a situation that has already happened in the past. I feel like they might they have a fear. What if we fight? What if he yells at me? Like, you know, they just have a fear of things not being perfect and happy. What else, pile number 3? What else? Pile number 3. What else? Yeah. Ooh. There's a lot of chaos that needs to be left behind. I feel from the feminine. It feels like they are postponing a breakdown that needs to happen, and they are refusing to let go of something. I feel like whatever whatever pain the feminine has in their heart, it's something that was caused by a very significant person. That's why I'm getting it's revolving around family or something, because it feels like an extremely profound and deep connection. Like, you know, those type of people that leave an imprint on you forever. It feels like that type of connection, like, or like some sort of a situation that was very, very impactful on their life. And I feel like the feminine is constantly not letting this go. Like, they choose, like, this is so important to them, they don't want to lose it, even if it's pain. Even if it's pain, they're holding on to the image of this, whatever it is. And there's like you will eventually break down, and you will let go of everything that has happened to you. You will feel the suffering. Okay, it's okay to be human. It's okay to feel bad emotions. Sometimes you just gotta let it all loose. Sometimes you just gotta tell people to fuck off. Sometimes you just gotta cry, scream, you know, admit that you fucking hate somebody because they hurt you. It's all part of the human experience. Just because it's a negative emotion, it doesn't make you a bad person, and it's okay to express it, especially to yourself when you're alone. Like, you can't pretend that nothing's bothering you forever. You need to leave this in the past. Whatever this pain is, you need to leave it behind. Okay. This connection is causing a lot of joy on both sides. Like, it just feels like there's a strong emotional connection, and it feels like you both make each other happy. You both make each other happy. I feel like both sides want a child. Yeah, it definitely, there's definitely a lot of emotional, a strong emotional connection in here, up in this bitch. Just kidding. Sorry, I don't know why I said that. Okay, there's a new beginning that's gonna happen, but I feel like it's gonna happen after the feminine leaves the worries behind. I feel like the masculine just watches the feminine, and he's just waiting for her to be wiser and older, and he's just waiting for her to open up her heart, to experience what she needs to, and to open up her heart maybe to him. He's just waiting. I feel like the masculine is very wise. They might be an older person, but yeah, after you open up your heart, babies, after you do, like, trust me, it's emotion. It can't hurt you. It can make you feel unbelievably uncomfortable, but it only hurts if you're holding it inside. It's like you want to take a shit, it hurts your stomach, but you choose to keep it inside. It's gonna fuck you up. Like, it's gonna hurt a lot. It's the same with emotions. Like, you need to let them out. It's gonna start leaking everywhere eventually. Let them out, whatever it is, whatever that's bothering you. Cry it out, scream it out, just let it out. And after you do this, I feel like once you, because I feel like the masculine notices something about the feminine, and it's making him suspicious as well. Like, he's just wondering, like, is this worth it? Should I put my work in this? Because I love her, but I don't know if she's gonna be stable enough for me. Like, you know, I just feel like your masculine is waiting for you to step in your power. He definitely knows what's up. He's waiting for you to step into your power, because no matter how much you love somebody, and especially if you're like a wiser person, or if you have a lot of experience with people, you know that no matter how much you love somebody, if they're insecure, if they constantly seek validation, it can eventually turn into like a very toxic relationship, including traits of codependency, um, jealousy, paranoia, obsession, control issues. It can lead down a very dark path. So I feel like the masculine knows this. I feel like he is very wise, and I feel like he can read people very well. Like he can read their deepest emotions. So he knows what's up, and he's just waiting for you. He's just waiting to see if it's worth it to put, if it's worth to put the work in. Definitely he wants this. He wants this with you because he loves you, but he's just wondering if it's gonna be worth it. The feminine needs to spend some time alone. I feel like when she does spend some time alone, that's when all of the emotions are gonna start coming out. It's okay, babies. We all must go through some difficult things in life. It's part of life. Sometimes you're up high, sometimes you're down high. So when you're down low, you need to literally lay low, be with yourself, deal with yourself, and just let it all out. Don't worry, babies. If you can, if it's of any I don't know if you guys are religious or whatever, or if you pray, but I feel like maybe prayer, because if you don't want to go through this alone, and you feel like you can't do it alone, pray to your ancestors, to God, to your angels, whoever you wanna, because I feel like they also want to help you. I feel like the feminine is very sweet energy, and I feel like this is the type of very sweet energy. It's somebody that's very kind and polite, and they make people happy. And a lot of people have a very strong opinion about your physical beauty. Like a lot of people think you're so beautiful, and they think you're smart, you're interesting, you're so cool to talk with. Like I feel like a lot of people have very good opinion about you, but you don't see this about yourself. Or maybe you have just gotten used to getting constant validation from other people, and once you don't have that, you feel very lost, like you're not worth it anymore. Okay, what else? File number 3. Yeah, both of you are looking on this relationship to take it to the next level. You want to have something deeper, something more profound. It's just that there's nothing, I feel like there's nothing that wrong with this relationship. It's just that the masculine is thinking about, whether he should stay in or go away, only because he doesn't want to get burned. That's what I feel like. Like he wants a more stable person. I'm not saying like you're unstable or like that you're doing who knows what, but it just feels like they want somebody more mature, like somebody that knows who they are and will not get jealous or compare themselves or just do something that's gonna be very detrimental to this relationship. That's what it feels like. And the feminine, yeah, you guys, there's a lot of good psychology videos about why a person seeks validation. A lot of the times it comes from inner childhood wounds, like childhood trauma. So I suggest you really look deep down to this, not for this relationship, but just for yourselves, because when you are at a place of a high frequency and you feel good with yourself, you feel comfortable, you feel like you love yourself, not just love, but a lot of other doors are gonna open for you in your life. And in this frequency is when you meet the best people of your life. I feel like this masculine is a good person. I like them, but it's just, they're not ready to sacrifice themselves for somebody else. And I completely respect that. I am the same. Like no matter how much I love somebody, if I see that they might have like some toxic traits, whatever, like if I see that they're not very sure of themselves, if I see that, maybe they might get jealous or something, that's a huge red flag for me. So I tend to stay away from people like that. Okay, give me some advice, please. File number 3. Give me some advice. File number 3. Give me some advice. File number 3. Okay, this is the second card that's coming up. sorry, that's coming up for you that says that you need to spend some time alone and solitude. So you definitely need to, I feel like maybe for a lot of you, you guys even try to constantly distract yourself with other things so you don't spend time alone. And this is something that you must do. Find your individuality, okay? Think of a wolf. Maybe even meditate on a wolf, okay? Think that your face is becoming the face of a wolf. Does that make any sense? I don't know, but try it, okay? Think of wolves all the time. They're strong, they're independent. Yes, they move in packs, but they're also very independent. They react on their instinct. They're very strong. They move forward in life. They always try to fight for survival. Think of a wolf. You need to find your individuality. Find your individuality. Do not try to... If you keep looking for validation all of your life from other people, you're never gonna feel truly happy. You're never gonna recognize who you are within, and you're never gonna recognize the beauty within, because you're constantly gonna need somebody else to tell you, like, okay, if people constantly, you need people constantly to tell you how pretty you are, how good you're doing in life. Imagine if they're gone. How empty would you feel? Or even worse, imagine that people start criticizing you and being like, oh, like, I don't like your hair, like, you should change it, dye it fucking bright pink. Are you gonna do it? If you hate bright pink hair, are you gonna do it because somebody else told you to? So just that, you know, somebody would validate you because you have now pink hair. God, that was a goddamn stupid example, but it doesn't matter. I hope you get what I'm saying. Vision quest. Spend some time alone and see what makes you happy. Visualize what makes you happy. I feel like for a lot of you, there's yes, there is healing that needs to be done, but I don't feel like it's gonna be too heavy. I feel like you have already been through all of the things that make you unhappy. So now it's time for you to just, like, you know, just recognize, why is everything happening to me? Why did everything happen the way it did? And please remember, it happened for a reason. Everything is karma and dharma. Plus you got Saturn here, which is literally the planet of karma and dharma. So you choose your everything. That this planet, we come here because we need to learn something, to relearn something. We come here as a way of punishment. We come here because we fell from grace. I don't know why I just said that. We're not angels or anything, but you know, we're only human. But we come here to purge ourselves from something because we lost our way. And we come here because in the past, our egoistical desires stood between us and what is really real and what really matters. So yeah, once you spend some time alone, just start visualizing, like, build yourself. What do you want to do? What makes you happy? Like, if you have a tendency to always step out your way to make other people happy, think about what makes you happy and go and do that. Visualize yourself. Like, you can literally be anybody you want. Like, if you got a characteristic that you want to change, you can do it. You do need to put in the work, but you can do it. Okay, one more card for number 3. Rebirth. Yeah, it's definitely time for you to kill everything that is holding you down and go through a transformational period. I feel like this is going to be interesting for a lot of you. I know that it may sound a little bit masochistic when I talk this way about pain, but learn to appreciate pain as much as you appreciate joy and happiness. Because pain, even though, you know, you suffer and it feels uncomfortable, it brings you so much clarity and wisdom, and it shapes you into the person that you are. It makes you stronger, it makes you better, it makes you bigger. It makes you realize what you want and what you don't want. It makes you more assertive, confident, and most importantly, like I already said, it brings you a lot of wisdom. So you can know how to react in certain situations when you continue with your life. Okay, I think maybe this got a little bit too abstract, this pile, number 3. But yeah, that's it. Stay strong, feminine. Please recognize your worth. You do not need other people to tell you how pretty you are to feel pretty. You can tell that yourself. Step in front of the mirror and be like, hey bitch, you look so fine. All right, you look so good today. And I don't need nobody to tell me that, because I know that I have eyes. I can see myself. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I love you very much. Stay good. Stay kind, respect other people, respect animals, respect plants, be kind to everybody, okay, especially in these trying times. So just try to ease somebody's life. Don't add on to the pain that's already happening in the world. And yeah, respect everybody. Stay humble, stay kind, stay respectful. I said respect like 1,000 fucking times, alright? But it's important. Respect other people. It's very important, okay? I hope you guys take care of yourselves first and foremost, and I hope life is good, and I hope something good happens to you. So take care. Peace. I love you, and goodbye. Goodbye.